Lovable can turn one prompt into a working web app. The dangerous part is how easy that makes everything look. Because the app runs and the app is ready are two very different claims. So what is Lovable? What does it actually build? And when should you use it? Lovable is an AI development platform for web applications. You describe a product in normal language, maybe a customer portal, a marketplace, a CRM, or a small SaaS tool, and Lovable generates the application behind it. That can include the interface, editable code, database, authentication, back-end functions, integrations, and deployment. So this is more than a website mock-up generator. The useful mental model is an AI development teammate working inside an opinionated app-building platform. The basic loop is simple. You explain what you want. Lovable builds a first version. You review the live preview, ask for changes, connect data or external services, and publish. If you need a login, file storage, or server-side logic, Lovable Cloud can provide those pieces inside the same workflow. And if you want the code outside the platform, you can connect the project to GitHub, work locally, collaborate with developers, or deploy elsewhere. That is why Lovable feels so fast. It compresses several jobs into one conversation. Lovable is strongest when speed to a working first version matters. It is useful for validating an idea, building a prototype people can actually click, launching a focused web product, or giving a developer a much better starting point than a slide deck. It also lowers the cost of experimentation for people who can define the problem clearly, but cannot build the whole stack by hand. And that last phrase matters. Define the problem clearly. AI can generate screens and logic. It cannot decide what your users truly need. This is where the demos usually stop. Once real users, private data, payments, or business-critical workflows arrive, the questions change. Who can read each database row? What happens when an API fails halfway through? And are your secrets stored safely? Can you reproduce a bug? Is there a backup and rollback plan? Lovable includes logs and security checks, and its security documentation explicitly recommends reviewing access policies and considering professional review for sensitive or critical apps. That is the right expectation. AI can accelerate engineering work. It does not cancel engineering responsibility. Before shipping, test the unhappy paths, not just the perfect demo. Connect GitHub early if code ownership, review, or portability matters. Check authentication and database permissions with different user roles. Review generated changes before they touch important data. And bring in an experienced developer when the cost of failure is higher than the cost of review. The question is not, can Lovable build production software? The better question is, do we have a production process around what Lovable builds? There is also a category distinction worth making. Lovable is broad. It can generate public, customer-facing web products as well as business apps. But if the main job is an internal dashboard, admin panel, approval tool, or operations console on top of existing databases and APIs, an internal tool platform may be the more direct fit. UI Bakery, for example, is app first for that internal layer. Connected data, actions, role-based access, environments, and server-side automations in one place. That is not a winner versus loser comparison. It is a job to be done decision. So, what is Lovable? It is one of the clearest examples of prompt-driven, full-stack web development. Describe, generate, refine, and deploy. Use it when the speed of reaching a working product matters. Just remember that the first prompt is the beginning of software development, not the end. The tool can generate the app. You still own the judgment.